Hey guys, it's your girl Suzie. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how a woman opened her heart after being hurt. How she should open her heart again to love after being hurt. The reason why you see a lot of singles being single is because they've been hurt. They have been hurt before. In this video, I'm going to be open and share my story. So, one of a heartbreak that I went through some years back was one of the scariest things that happens to me in my life. It's not just about the breakup, but when I look back and I get to realize the red flags that I ignored, how I ignored my intuitions, my vulnerable moments with this person, how I allow myself to get played. All of these things contributed to the pain that I was feeling. If you are watching this video, the chances are you have been hurt over and over and over again. And your heart start to feel like, I am not doing this again. You start to feel like, I'm fed up. I don't think I can even find someone who will love me. So many women want relationship, but they are afraid for so many reasons. So many women want relationship, but they are afraid of so many reasons. Because when a woman gets into a relationship, they get into it with everything internal, the emotions, the heart. Women typically put it all in there. They put their emotions, their love, their heart whenever they get into relationship. And when it fails, when it doesn't work, there is a such a devoid. She start to feel confused. She start to feel pains. She feels disappointed. So a lot of women want relationship, but they are afraid of ever feeling that level of pain again. Many of them just close their heart, shut it down, and make up their mind that they are going to just live life without the thought of getting into a relationship again. When a woman's heart gets broken, it disfigures her emotionally, psychologically. So you see some women saying, I will not put myself in this type of situation again. But hey girl, if it's your decision to be single, that's fine. But if you are single because you are hurt, I will not advise you to do that. A lot of women have closed their hearts, but they are struggling to find who will love them. You have to give and take. If you don't want to give your love, you cannot have love. So I'm going to be talking about how you should open your heart to love again after you have been hurt. Take a step back and do some inner work. Number one, you must get healthy. You must get healthy enough to be happy. The reason why you should get, the reason why you get yourself repeated in the same situation, I have get to notice that the reason why we get ourselves in a repeated situation in getting hurt over and over again is because we were trying to use the relationship to give us happiness. Or we were trying to use the relationship to give us a sense of fulfillment. But one of the biggest lessons that I learned from that heartbreak was no one can make you happy. A relationship cannot make you happy. You should be happy by yourself, within you. Find your own sense of happiness and fulfillment from the inside. This is the time for you to return back to God. Cry unto God for Him to have mercy on you. Because when a woman is heartbroken, a lot of things is going on within her. She's going through a lot. Find your own, find your own inner contentment. Find happiness that is not depend on external factor, but on your own personal outlook of life. Don't be in a rush. Take your time. Do not pretend to people that you are happy. Take your time to work on yourself so that you can be genuinely happy. Do not rush. Make sure you are not looking for people to tell you that you are a good person. Make sure your happiness is not depending on other people. It should be within you. It should come inside of you. Self-reflection is the process of questioning and exploring personal beliefs and actions to develop a deeper understanding of your own inner value. Accept who you are. Embrace what you have and where you are in life at any given time. Stop blaming yourself for the breakup. I know it's not easy. Sometimes you feel like something is wrong with you. You might have been the reason why the both of you break up. Please, you are not the reason. It's either the both of you were not just meant to be, or this person is just with his baggages. Sometimes breakup is a blessing. I've learned one of the things that I've learned is that there is nothing, there is nothing good, there is nothing wonderful about this person that just left you that you wouldn't find it in another person. So stop beating yourself up. Another thing I want you to do is lose the concern for other people's validation. You have to stop thinking that your thought, you have to stop thinking that people need to tell you how you should feel, who you are. You need to stop thinking that way. Because not seeking for validation from people will make you responsible and accountable for your own personal life. When you are not looking out for people to tell you that the person who left you was the bad one, they should speak ill of that person. You start to notice where you went wrong, where you need to fix for your next relationship. But if you concentrate on seeking for people to tell you how this person is bad, you are going to be staying on the same place, and this mistake will repeat itself again. Know your worth. Know your self-worth. Don't wait for people to tell you you are great because you are great. Start working on your self-esteem. Be honest about your feelings. Redefine yourself. Take a look at yourself and peel away the identity that were adopted because of the pain that you were going through. When you are heartbroken, when you are hurt, you say all sorts of things to yourself. Make sure you peel away all of these things. Make sure you peel away the identity that were adopted because of the pain, the shame, and the lies he's spoken into you. You are hurting because he deceived you. You didn't even know how you were able to be convinced, how he was able to convince you to believe his lies. You need to stop thinking about all of these things, because if you keep them within you, you are hurting yourself. The next thing I want you to do is to redefine yourself based on the true thought. Redefine yourself based on the true thought. To lead you into God. Number two, how a woman opens her heart after being hurt. Do the intentional work. Always make sure a man is emotionally available. Always make sure the kind of men that you accept into your life are emotionally available before you give in. Master your emotions. A man that is emotionally available is the one who organically accommodates the woman and put her spirit and heart at peace. A man who is emotionally available is the kind of man that will be able to organically accommodate you and put your heart and your spirit at peace. An emotionally available man, he makes adjustments. He will make adjustments for you. An emotionally available man is emotionally patient with you. He will keep his promises if he's emotionally available. You never sense pressure from him when a man is emotionally available. He comforts you with being affectionate, or he's comfortable. A man that is emotionally available is comfortable with being affectionate without being sexual. An emotionally available man is happy talking to you. An emotionally available man is not stuck with his past. He's honest. He's straightforward. He's open. So always make sure you master your emotions and wait for a man to love you before you love him. Number three, ways or how a woman should open up her heart again after being hurt. Gradually unpack your past pain with his new individual. Don't tell him your past in the first few dates. Do not tell him about your past immediately, or just a short period of time that the both of you met. The next thing that I want you to do is he must prove to have interest with you that overstep a sexual relationship. He has to be deep enough to handle your reality. Any man that cannot handle your past is not a man enough to manage your future. So I want you to be careful. After you've been hurt, be careful the kind of man that you accept into your life. Number four, how a woman open her heart again after being hurt. Wait for the man to love you. Wait for him to love you. Most of the time, when a woman is heartbroken, she makes multiple steps into a relationship before a man proves he loves her, or before the man get to prove himself, before the man get to prove his love. I want you to be wise. Wait for the man to love you. Even if you start to feel even if you start to feel in a certain type of way, even if you start to develop feelings for this man, be smart enough to keep that under your head. He must be able to communicate to you that he loves you before you love him back. And I'm not just saying when he just say I love you, then that's all. That's not what I'm talking about. When he tells you he loves you, he should say it. And you need to be able to feel it, that when he says that he loves you, he means it. So you should be able to feel it in his behavior. He should be able to express it. And you should be able to feel it in his energy. So this is how a woman opens up her heart again after she has been hurt. We are all learning. Most of us have been hurt. But an African proverb, as they say, in Ghana, they will say, "Senso do bakwa, and rin chese wonu nsuo biem." If your child have been drowned in water, that doesn't mean you are not going to drink water again. The fact that someone has hurt you doesn't mean you shouldn't love again. Open your heart to love again, because when you open your heart, that is when you can receive love. Before you know how people love you, you have to know how you love them before you identify how people love you. So let's all work on ourselves and do all of these things that I just mentioned. And I hope we will find our Mr. Right. If you watch till this time, I say thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. See you on my next one. Bye.